Okay, Brynjolf, what do we have here? Someone who's running the organization, is that it? And who might this be then?
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. You do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear?
I understand.
Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Goldenglow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work. If so, let him prove it. Goldenglow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yes. Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin. So don't disappoint me.
So, how do I get my cut of the spoils then?
Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin, Mallory, and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tonelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor.
Alright. So, tell me about this Goldenglow job you talked about.
Goldenglow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house.
What's the catch?
The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did.
Right, that makes sense.
Aye. The last thing we want to be doing is crossing our clients.
What should I do about Arengoth then?
Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up.
Alright. But, well, before I ask what I really want to know, how do I destroy the beehives?
They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke.
Alright, I hear you. Tell me again, why not level the entire estate?
I'll give you one good reason. Maven Blackbriar. Burn all the hives, and she'd have to import honey for Blackbriar meadery, which would cut into her profits.
Right. And Maven Blackbriar is the influential client you mentioned?
We had an arrangement with Maven. We kept an eye on Goldenglow Estate to make sure the honey kept flowing. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. If competitors tried to buy honey from Arengoth, we'd steal the shipments. In return, Maven allowed us to extort Arengoth and bring in a huge payout.
Alright, so, how dangerous is it to cross her?
Let me put it to you this way. Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from her, and you could spend the rest of the Fourth Era in prison.
Alright. Well, the Golden Glow job sounds very interesting now. It might get me on the good side with Maven, and that might bring other benefits. But now that I'm in, let's pretend you didn't tell me before. I'm looking for an old guy, probably hiding out in the Ratway.
Yeah, I bet I know your guy. He's hiding out in the Ratway Warrens, paying us good coin for nobody to know about it.
Alright. Thanks for telling me, Brynjolf.
You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Yeah, I will look for the old guy first. It might be better for you as well, not having Dalmor around looking for him. Now, if I could find Tanilia. Oh. Isn't that a little close range? Close range practicing?
I wanted to say something to you.
Really? You know something about something else than shooting bows? Picking locks, maybe? How would Ulik know this?
Pull up a chair, my friend. This is quite a tale. When I started out in this business, I wasn't really interested in the guild or being a thief.
Why not?
I didn't mean to imply I was earning an honest living either. With my lock-picking aptitude, I was a natural at jailbreaking. I made a great deal of gold doing it, too.
Jailbreaking? Breaking someone else out of the jail?
It's where a client pays you to get arrested, and you get thrown into a prison for the express purpose of breaking out. Usually it's to free someone the client cares about, and sometimes to kill someone on their behalf. Either way, the trick was in the escape. That's where my strengths came in handy.
So why did you stop doing that then?
Well, as a jailbreaker, you work alone. No guild to back you up. I do jobs for the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood, but if things didn't go as planned, I was on my own.
Alright, I think I see what you're getting at.
And the last jailbreak I attempted failed. I was imprisoned in High Rock for 3 years before they let me go. After that, I promised myself I'd never do it again.
Right. What made you join the guild then and not the Dark Brotherhood?
I don't know. I think I realized that out in the world, my skills would bring me more wealth as a thief rather than an assassin. Killing someone in a jail is much easier than what the Dark Brotherhood deals with. I guess I wanted to play it safe. I already knew Delvin. I asked if I could join up, and that was that.
Alright.
I'm sure we'll speak again.
Maybe we will. Let me take a look at your face. I don't know. That conversation didn't make any sense to take place right now. But it did. So I guess it's good. And you are Mercer.
Got a minute? Wanted to say something.
Really? I was just thinking that I don't really want to talk to you, but since you asked...
I've never seen anyone with skills like yours. I just wanted to let you know that if you need anything, you can talk to me.
Okay. You said your name was Rune. How did you get your unusual name?
My father told me he found me as a young boy in the wreckage of a ship that sank off of the coast near Solitude. All he found in my pocket was a tiny smooth stone inscribed with some sort of strange runes.
Do you know what they mean?
No one does. I've even taken the damn thing to the College of Winterhold. I must have spent every last coin I've made with the guild trying to find out what it means.
Maybe you aren't meant to know?
Perhaps. They could be nonsense, inane scribbles done by someone in idle boredom. But if not, if they actually mean something, they might tell me where I'm from, what ship I was on, everything.
So who gave you your name?
Actually, the fisherman who found me, the man I call my father, gave it to me. Thought it was fitting, I suppose. I never changed it because it never felt right to do so.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out for anything, I guess. No idea where to start, but anyway.
I appreciate that. Keep to the shadows.
I will. What I would really like, out of character comments, is once they accept you to the guild, why not introduce the members? All these what are you? Oh, you are shooting target up there. All these talks would make much more sense. Oh, but this is a nice place to practice. Very nice. Can we talk?
Come here a second.
Can you train me at archery?
I'll show you what I know.
I don't have much gold, but maybe one lesson. Does the guild provide other services?
If talking your way out of trouble isn't enough, you could always pick up some training from Delvin, Vex, or Viper. Also, I recommend hitting the training room if you need lockpick practice. Helped me out of a jam more than once.
Well, that sounds good. Say, do you know anything about the Golden Glow estates?
The honey they collect on that hunk of rock goes into making Blackbriar mead. Just about the best tasting mead in all of Skyrim.
Alright. Since we're talking, how did you end up at the guild?
I used to live in Valenwood, working at my father's winery. We made the finest wine to ever cross your lips, I promise you. We were doing well. Plenty of coin, a huge mansion, and I was even betrothed to a lovely young woman.
Why would you leave all that behind?
Because it was dull. Every day was the same boring routine. Working at the winery, social visits with friends, parties with no one I cared about. I just wanted a little excitement. Something dangerous.
Like being a thief.
I hooked up with a guild in Valenwood. I think they called themselves the Silver Crescents. Spent quite a few years doing jobs for them. Made a lot of coin, but I didn't care. I didn't really need it. I was running with them because it fit. Made me feel alive.
Alright. How did you end up in Skyrim?
Well, after a while, my father caught on to what I was doing. He confronted me one night and gave me a choice. Either leave Valenwood, or he'd have me thrown into jail. Gave me a day to say my goodbyes to everyone.
That must have been difficult. Or not.
I ended up in Skyrim thanks to a contact I'd made when I was with the Crescents. Good old Delvin. He introduced me to Gallus, and that was it. I've been here ever since. And you know what? Despite what I left behind, I don't regret it one bit. If you ever need more practice with the bow, just grab me.
Yeah, didn't mean to interrupt you. Or make you freeze. Lockpicking practice, you said? You know what? I think I need to practice. Maybe a bit more some other day. But let's do this once. Okay, that was a bit longer and more than just once. Yeah, I'm actually also recording on another day, but anyway, I edited those lockpickings out. I am using the Better Thieves Guild practice logs mod, so I can practice more than once. So now Ulik's lockpicking is 25, which should help me a bit, and I think Ulik will practice a bit more later on. But right now, I believe some of these beds, or one of these beds, is mine. This one. So I should be able to also store things in the chest, and maybe even this one. I think I will leave some things behind. So let me see what. I think all the books that weigh something. So let's store these. I do want to read these at some point. So that's okay. I will keep the ingredients. I think I will leave the fur armor behind. Hopefully I don't freeze myself. And I should be able to sell my stolen items here. Right? Right. I should sell that staff. Well, that's a whole lot better already, so let's go with that. Hopefully those things stay safe. Now let's go get the uniform. Let's go get the uniform and see who will buy my stuff. You are Tonilia, right?
So you're the new recruit, huh? Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted.
Delvin, that last shipment we heisted on the Cyrodiil frontier was worthless.
That's impossible. I distinctly heard that loud in the tavern say it was a full shipment of furs. That should be worth a fortune.
You idiot. He said furs, not furs. It was a damn logging caravan.
Oh, right, well, you won't let Mercy hear about this, will you?
Well acquainted. Why is that, Donelia?
I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee.
Alright. Is there anything you don't charge for?
Sure. How about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us.
Understood. Didn't mean anything by it.
Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use.
I sure will. But, what'll you give me for these?
I give special rates to members of the Thieves Guild. Show me what you've got.
Alright, let's see. Those are your items. These are mine. Let's sell the stolen ones. Even the alchemy ingredients. Will I sell the stolen ones first, if I give you these? How does this work? Maybe not. Alright, well, you can have that. Yeah, I will just sell all of these. All of these I have stolen. I guess I have stolen so many of those, or you sell the stolen ones last. No, you sell the stolen ones first. Well, anyway, you can have that. What if I sell just one? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Well, I will keep the poison. Especially when it's that good. Do you have... don't have enough gold to buy, that's one. What if I... You don't need much. Why don't you give me the lockpicks? You never know when I will need them, and you can buy this one. It's not stolen, but you can have it. And you can have the gems. Excellent. Alright, thanks. I guess I should talk to Vex as well.
Can I offer you some friendly advice?
You can offer, but I may not buy.
Why don't you just formally join up? Quit sitting there wheeling and dealing when you could be out there making a heck of a lot more coin.
Talk to Vex about unusual gem. A small who I met at the gate talked about that. But let's see what kind of armor this is as far as protection goes. As far as protection goes, they are really good, and I do like the hood. The only thing is with the mods I have. With the mods I have penalty because I'm wearing gauntlets. So the bonus for lockpicking isn't any good, but I like it, and I really like how the bandolier. Well, actually, right. It actually, the model is picked up from that. Well, anyway. It fits right in with the Thieves Guild armor. Yeah, I think Ulik likes this. In here, however, it's better that they see my face. So you're Vex.
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong. And two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses. Then we understand each other. Good. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. And I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business.
Okay. I'm not here to replace anyone. What sort of business are you talking about?
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here.
Any idea why?
Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck.
So, what can we do?
You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh?
No, not a bad deal. But before we go into anything like that, is this unusual gem worth anything?
Been a while since I've seen one of those. What you've got there is a stone of Baron Zaya.
So it is worth anything, something.
Not like that, it isn't. The stone was pried off of Baron Zaya's ceremonial crown by a thief in order to cover his tracks.
How many of these are there then?
I think there were 24 in all. Most people keep them as a curiosity. Some of the guild members have tried to locate them over the years, but they haven't been successful. Well, until now.
You sure you won't buy it?
Look, I only buy things I can turn around quickly for a profit. And no one wants these stones unless they have the whole set. Tell you what, if you find the rest of them, talk to me again. Otherwise, keep it. Maybe it'll bring you luck.
You want me to find 23 of these stones? As an out-of-character comment, for these collection tasks, I find it really annoying that they don't take what you have right now. For example, those bear pelts and whatever ingredients. Well, anyway. I think Ulik has his mind set on finding Esbern right now, but I might as well ask about Golden Glow while we're at it. I heard you ran into trouble at Golden Glow. Anything you want to tell me?
Yeah, I did. That wood elf's wit. He's a lot smarter than I expected. Can you believe that fetcher had more than tripled the guard? There must have been 8 of them in there. It was like he was daring us to come and get him.
Any tips to get me in there?
Well, there's an old sewer tunnel that dumps into the lake on the northwest side of the island. That's how I slipped in there. Should still be unguarded.
West side, eh? Do you mind?
Cornelia, can I offer you some friendly advice?
But I may not buy.
Why don't you just
I'll come talk to you about the work later on, Vex.
you could be
You
out
think
there
you're
making
finished?
a heck of a lot
I've got
more
plenty
coin.
more where that came
We
from.
could use someone with your skills.
Oh, thanks for the compliment, Delvin. I may just take you up on that one day.
Yeah, I think Ulik needs to go. Ulik needs to go and find Esbern, but he doesn't need to carry its elven armor with him. So let's leave that one here. These fine boots, though. Let's leave those here as well. You know what? Let's test out the lantern. Yeah, that'll be better.
The ending of my tale I began.
But then I think I am ready. I kind of want to leave the Savior's hide behind as well. Don't need it right now. Yeah. now we are ready to go and find Esbern.